Hey, my name's Belle from Echidna Sewing, and today we're going to have a look at how to dye sublimate your very own coaster. Dye sublimation is a great way of customizing blanks. They make great gifts and always have a professional finish. So let's have a look at the step-by-step process of how to dye sublimate your very own coaster. First up, let's take a look at the materials and tools you'll be needing for the project today. First off, you'll need a dye sublimation printer. Today we're using the Brother SP1, but whatever dye sublimation printer you have, you can use that. We have ours loaded up with A4 sublimation paper. You'll also need a heat press. Today we're using the Echidna flatbed heat press. You'll need heat resistant tape, a lint roller, 1 or 2 sheets of just plain A4 paper. You'll need a heat resistant sheet. And finally, you'll need the square MDF sublimation white coaster blank that we sell at Echidna. All right, so now that we have all our materials and tools prepared, the next step is to head over to your computer to prepare your artwork for printing. Today we're going to be using a design that's included in our dye sublimation bundle that comes for free whenever you purchase a blank from Echidna. So we're going to be using a customized design that's been readily sized to fit the coaster. However, you can use your own customized image or design as long as you've sized it appropriately for the coaster that we're using today. Just make sure that whenever you size your artwork, it's slightly, just ever so slightly bigger than the coaster itself so that you're not getting any clipping or whiteness along the edges because the design wasn't big enough to cover the whole coaster. All right, so in order to access the artwork that we're using today, we've downloaded the dye sublimation art bundle that was included with the purchase of a blank. It'll appear in your downloads, but for the sake of this video, I've just transferred it to the desktop to show you how to extract the file. So in order to extract it, what you want to do is right-click the DS art file, and then we're going to click Extract All. We can then choose where it's going to extract to. So currently I'm going to have it extract to the desktop, so it'll appear just here with all the artwork inside of it. So I click Extract. And once that's all done, it'll launch the file, and we can see here, here's our DS Art Dye Sub Artwork Bundle. So we double click that to open it. Today we're using the design Lush Leaves. It includes all the PNGs here, but today we're actually just going to use the ready-made template. So we click PDF Templates, and then you have it both available in both letter size and A4, and today our printer's loaded with A4 paper. So we're going to use the A4 template. So we double click it to open it. Now our PDF is opening with Foxit, which is the reader that we have installed on this laptop, but your file may open with Adobe or another PDF reader program. They all work pretty similar, so just follow the steps that I'm about to show you, and it should be the same. But of course, if you have any problems with it, feel free to reach out and we can help you with that. So from here, we're going to click on File in the top left-hand corner. We'll click Print. And it's going to pop up this little dialog box with all your print settings. So the most important things to check is that your printer is set to the Brother SP1 printer or whatever dye sublimation printer you're using. Then we're going to click on Properties. That's going to launch our Brother SP1 printer properties. Now what we have to make sure is changed on here is we're going to change our paper size to A4. We're also going to click on Advanced, and you just want to double check that mirror print is ticked. Mirror print just means that essentially the design is going to print out in reverse. So when you actually apply it to the blank and press it down, it's going to be the right way around, the same way that we're viewing the design. This isn't as crucial with designs such as these leaves, because if I just drag this out of the way, you can see this design would work either way, horizontally flipped, it would work the same. However, if you've got text or letters or numbers that need to appear the right way around, it's absolutely crucial that you have mirror print ticked. So ensure you have that ticked. I'm just going to drag this back over. And then we're just going to click on OK to confirm those settings. After that, I'm going to go down here to page setting. And again, we're just going to double check that our page size is set to A4 as it is there. And I'm going to say OK. Now, in order to send it to the printer, all I have to do is click OK. Just make sure you haven't got printer's grayscale ticked or anything like that to make sure it is printing in full color. One other thing to just keep in mind before you press print is with this design set in particular, we've actually given you 10 designs for 10 different coasters, all in that lush leaves style. So if you're not wanting to print all 10, what you need to do is just select pages, and then you can type in exactly what pages you want to print. So for example, this is page 1, so that'll include those 2 designs. But say you wanted to print just these 2 designs to make 2 coasters, you're just going to type in 2 into pages. If you wanted to print 3 pages, say the first 3, you would say print pages 1 to 3, just like that. Or you can print all 10 by just going all pages. However, for the sake of today's demonstration, I'm just going to show you how to make 1 coaster. So I'm just going to print out this first page. So I just type 1 into pages, and then I'm ready to go. So I can select OK. There we go, it's all printed out. So let's grab our artwork. So just before we start preparing our blank, what I'm going to do is set my heat press settings so that it's getting to the right temperature while I prepare the blank. So in order to do that on the Echidna heat press, I'm going to click Set. Now at this part, you want to make sure you're using the settings appropriate for your machine. So for today's demonstration on our heat press, we're going to set it to 190 degrees. We recommend anywhere between 190 to 200. I'm going to go 190 today. And then we also recommend anywhere between 60 to 90 seconds for the time. So I've clicked set again to set the temperature, and now I'm just going to go for 75 seconds. Let's hit right in the middle there. And once I've done 75, I click set again, and now it's going to heat up to 190 degrees, and when we close it and lock it shut, it'll be closed for 75 seconds before alerting us to open it. So while that's heating up, let's prepare our blank. So while our heat press continues to heat up, let's prepare our blank. So grab your coaster and also grab your lint roller. And what you want to do is just lightly roll the roller over the top of the blank. That's just going to pick up any dust, anything that is on the top of the blank, and just primes it for heat pressing. Once you've done a roll or 2 over that, you can then grab your artwork. And our artworks are prepped that you can do 2 coasters at once in 1 press on an A4 platen. But today I'm just going to be doing 1 coaster. I'm going to do this top design here. So we're just going to cut that in half so that I'm not pressing both of them at the same time. So just use any paper scissors and cut that in half. Once we've done that, we just get the design that we're using. Grab your coaster and just place it inside that little outline that we've put on the template. See how there's a little bit of space on each side? This is why it's important that if you're using your own design or your own image, that you have a little bit of bleed, just so the design covers the whole coaster and you're not getting any clipping or white marks on the sides for where the image wasn't big enough. So make sure you just have a little bit of bleed. And once you've placed that inside the template, a little outline there, grab your heat resistant tape and just tape the corners down. And there we go. So now we can bring this over to the heat press and start layering our project. So once your heat press is up to temperature, we can start layering the project. With the Echidna heat press, you can use the slide out drawer just to work away from that top heat platen so we're not burning ourselves. And the first layer we want to put down is one of our heat resistant sheets. So just place that down like so, make sure it's covering the whole platen. And then you want to grab a sheet of A4 paper, just normal A4 paper, place that down on the platen. This is just acting as a bit of a protectant, so if any dye leaks out from the top, which it shouldn't on this design because it's only central to the coaster. If there was any residual ink, however, that was being pushed down, it would go onto the paper rather than onto your sheet or onto your press itself. So place that A4 piece of paper down just as some protection. And then we're grabbing our coaster, which is taped to the design like so, and we're just going to flip it upside down. Essentially, your blank will be the right way up now, with the design facing down onto the white part of your blank. On the A-sub paper, they actually have the A-sub logo on the back, so make sure you see that towards you, facing towards you, if you're using A-sublimation paper as well. Once you've done that, just place another heat-resistant sheet on top. Slide the drawer back in, and you are ready to press. Just make sure it is aligned all underneath that heat plate, and press. So once your design is done, just pull out that drawer. You can take off the heat protective sheet, but just make sure you allow this design to fully cool before you take off the sublimation paper. So once that's cooled fully, what you can do is just carefully flip over the coaster and then gently take off the tape. Once you've got all those pieces of tape off, you can flip over your design. How cool is that? So there we have it, a finished coaster. Super cool. You could also use all the designs in that Lush Leaf set that we provide with any blank to create 10 matching coasters with different leaf designs, but the same sort of motif. It would look really great in any place. Or you can use your own custom images. Do whatever you want to make these coasters yours. So I hope that video helped today. If you'd like to see more projects like this one, make sure to follow us on our socials or check out our website for more articles and inspiration. Until next time, see ya.